Hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode here on Carmelin's Farm. So as you know from the last episode, we got these soybeans harvested, and we're very pleased with the harvest off here. We got maximum yield bonus for the first time because we mulched it, so obviously that's something that I want to try and remember to do now every time that I harvest a field. Missed a few soybeans here. Didn't think there was enough here really to come back to, but since I've sort of wandered back into the field again just to have a quick look around and sort of get set for the day, there's a few more here than what I thought, so I might just come back and get them off. Sunflowers even are looking very good, looking up towards the sun there. There's the sun. So they're looking very good. They should be probably next episode that they'll be ready. Hopefully the rape has now come into flower. It might be just still a stage off, but I say this field we've got to stone rock pick this or stone pick, however you want to call it or refer to it as. But yeah, we've got that to do in this field, and then it needs drilling, so we'll be drilling this, and this is coming weak, this one. Yeah, so the rape is one growth stage away from flowering then, so then that will be nearly ready as well. So another couple of episodes for that one, but as I say, we need to get the rocks off this one. So I did get a rock picker, and also got a rock or stone crusher, or as I say, however you sort of like to refer to them as, but I always say rocks. But so yeah, we did get that as well, and it's just set up so that all I literally have to do is come here, crush the stone, and then it just automatically sells the lime, so that I don't need to do anything with that. That's just set up to go manually. So I've been around the animals as well first thing this morning, and topped a few things up. I've done the beef stock, topped their food up and their water. Here I've topped up the straw, and same with the cow barn as well. Just topped it up. So we've got a quick couple of jobs to do this morning before we get on with field work. All the way down there, that red thing you can see is my straw blower. That needs refilling. We've got some bales that need to be put into the food troughs. They're not empty. Well, not the food troughs, but these for the total mixed ration. They're not empty, but we can just top them up, and then we'll top the hay one up as well with the trailer. And then what we need to do is, as I say, we need to get on with the soybean field, get that prep ploughed and drilled. Same with that field over there. And then off camera, I'm probably going to do some more grass mowing. But that what I mow. Oh, hang on, I'm coming down here and I need the forklift. That's why I was up here. I thought I'd start the video this end. And then I just got to jump into the forklift and then drive down to that end, and I've wandered all the way back down to the other end. Yeah, so as I say, we need to excuse me, we need to just fill up this. We'll fill that up, but then I'm going to do off camera, as I say, I'll do the mowing, and I'm mowing it for hay. So again, literally just collect it and put it into our silo, and we'll go from there. So yeah, as I say, we'll just put these bales into the blower. It's a bit high. That's a bit better. Don't know whether I'm good enough to do it this way. Well, probably not if I slam them down, to be fair. Try and straighten the wheels up. There we go. And then we can and then as I say, they'll go on there. So what I do is, because these bales are a little bit, this is designed for square bales. It's designed for 4 square bales each side, so 2 in each section, and then that way it will hold 8 bales at a time, but it holds them nice and square. Whereas these bales, I have tried 8 tried 4, sorry, and it just doesn't quite work, unfortunately. But what you do is with this is put them in opposite corners, and it works very well. So that's all we'll do. Just put these, as I say, in opposite corners, and we'll be grand, good to go. And then we'll get that into the cow barn again, and alright, while we're up here with the forklift, and I'm going to leave the forklift up that end and walk back to this tractor, and then we will get on with some field work, because as I say, we're sort of getting now so that these episodes pretty much all the time are going to be field work. We've got some more land to buy, and we've also got obviously that means more mowing, but that's fine, because as I say, the silage will just come in. We'll do it for silage, but they'll all come here. We're still not quite at the stage where I want to be in terms of we're earning off our own farm, but I'm gonna go further down. But we're not that far off now. As I say, the animals are soon going to start breeding and fattening up. The sheep are producing wool, the chicken are producing eggs. So we're not, as it is, that far away from being where I want to be, so that we're being self-sufficient. Just make sure that isn't going to hit that. Put these two in here. Should hopefully stay in, yep. And then what we'll do is we'll get another 2 straw bales. We'll do the same with the straw bales, and then that we won't need to top that up then for quite a while, which is quite what I like about that setup, because it just puts a little bit of feed in every sort of 6 hours. Once it's sort of filled the trough up, because it just tops it up each day, you're using very minimal amounts of sort of straw and silage and stuff like that. So I really like that system. It suits me down to the ground, really. As I say, the only thing with the straw is obviously, because we use straw for 2 things. For obviously blowing straw for bedding into the pigs and the cows, and then also we also then have to use it as part of the total mix ration recipe. Then we do use a lot of straw on the farm. That's a bit better. It's because they've been tilted. That's alright. Just go nice and steady. Well, that top one was on there perfect the second time, but as I say, I didn't realise the tines had been tilted back slightly. But yeah, so as I say, the dairy's looking good. That will soon start producing milk as well, which is really good. And once that starts producing milk, that's obviously then quite a bit of money that's going to be coming in. So we're not far away now from being self-sufficient and sort of a highly productive farm, where we don't need to, as I've said before, we don't need to buy sell silage to to do the things that we want to do. We are getting to the point where we can we'll be able to do that just by the income of all the stuff that we're producing. The next thing that we're soon going to be looking at to do, and that might require me to just sell a little bit more silage, is to start putting the factories in, because obviously we're starting now to produce the the crops for the factories. You know, we've got a field of rapeseed over there that you know, can be turned into oil. We've got sunflowers that now can be turned into oil. So you know, sort of an oil factory is of now quite high priority for us. Um, you know, so, and as I say, like it's just going to keep going. We're now producing quite a bit of wool, so a textile factory, you know, and that's what I want to do. Rather than just sell them as wool, I want to turn, you know, convert them into other things as well. The milk, you know, obviously turn that into, you know, butter, cheese, and anything else, you know, that the game will allow us to turn it into, you know. So we've stuff to do, you know, and as I say, factories to buy. So there's probably still going to be a tad more bale silage selling. Ah, it's gone the wrong blooming way. Oh, that's right. Normally when they go onto their side like that one almost did onto their back, um, they freak out in there because it's not quite wide enough. And then you'll just see it sort of ping off into the atmosphere, and you know, you may luckily one day just come across it somewhere, but I have had one that's done that, although I was lucky because it pinged off into the atmosphere, and when why did that flash up? Oh, trailer, that's why. Well, we don't want the straw in there. Got to try and get this to the as near to the side as we can get it, because obviously our machine comes along the track there and drops the food in, and we need that to be out of the way. So you have to get it as tight as you can, really. Right. So next job for this tractor is the rock picker, and we'll go and get that done. We'll set that one up on the mulcher. I suppose that the thing I could do is take that other, because we're not going to be spraying for a bit. We could actually just take that other tractor off row crops and put it. Yeah, I might do that. Because as I say, I really do need to, you know, sort of get moving. But anyway, this is going on to the mulcher, and once we get that onto the mulcher, it needs a front lift as well, because that mulcher is quite heavy. That one's going rock picking, and then what we'll do is we'll take the row crops off the other one, so we don't need to buy a tractor, which is good. As I say, and then we need to start thinking about putting factories down. So that might be the next task over buying some more fields, actually. Just while we have got a little bit of money. As I say, it's not going to be long before we start producing milk. We're already producing eggs and wool, and so what we'll do is what was this tractor going to do? Mulch, wasn't it? Where is Zy mulcher? Oh, what does it do with the mulcher? Strange. I'm sure I mulched that field. Sure, I bought myself a mulch. Didn't leave it down here, did I? Knowing me and my stupid organising, I may have put it somewhere else, thinking, "Oh yeah, it'll look great there." Because I'm like that. I'm a bit of a numpty. Nope. To put it in there. Nope. Oh, what did I do with thy mulcher? And we need to do something with this bit of land as well. I've got some ideas for this bit of land, actually. Yeah, so I've got an idea for this bit of land, but it's just how am I going to get up here? I'm not really that good at building ramps on farming sim. There is a low bit over here, but it still needs to be ramped. But I'm not really sure how you do that. I'd say it is a little bit easier there. Right, mulcher down here. No. Oh, seed bags. Or fert bags. Seed bags. Well, that's a mystery. Oh, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to it's kind of ruined what I was going to do. So we'll flip over to some time lapse. We'll run to the store. We'll buy a mulcher, and then we'll get back. We'll get him in that field, and then we will get on with some rock picking, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye for now. Hello everybody, and I'm back. So, as you saw there, we pushed up a little bit of the beet heap. Got that done. I've again taken it a bit far really, because I've taken it into the edge of the grass, but the plan is to try and put it here, so it's looking better anyway. It's looking much neater. I'll get the rest of this done off camera, because you don't want to sit watching me do that all day. This field obviously now is ready to be stone picked. So next episode what we will be doing is we will be stone picking this and then just drilling it, same as what we did in that field over there basically. I'm hoping then the sunflowers may also be ready, and the rate will be probably about another sort of episode or two away after that. I'd also as well at some point want to get the some factories start being put in. Now I was on this save going to do the premium DLC, but I've decided I'm not going to, and there is a good reason for it, although I'm not going to say now why they're good. Well, no, without telling you where, but there's the new series that I've been going on about. I'm doing the premium DLC now, and I don't want to get so as we've got 3 or 4 series or whatever doing the same things. So I'm trying to keep every series different if I can. So these sheds are going to go, because I was thinking about expanding out here up to the field. I was thinking like what we'll do is take it all the way out to the field, all the way across there and back again. That'll be more than enough room to get everything on that I want to get on. Onto this pad sort of thing. But no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these 2 sheds. We don't need these sheds now, because these basically, one was going to store carrots, the other one was going to store parsnips, and then red beets. We were going to either have another shed like there, going that way, and that was what I was going to do, and that would be for the red beets. But now I've decided against that. Let's say, so I'm going to get rid of those 2 sheds, and then a couple of factories can go in there. As I say, at some point we are going to need a bakery, we're going to need a dairy, we're going to need a fabric or textile or whatever factory it is. The factories in terms of FS22, I've not really again done much with. Obviously when the game was brand new, what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was, I don't know, I can't remember now. But when the game was brand new, probably for the first couple of saves, especially on Hurt Berleron and places like that, I probably did do all of the factories and just to play with it. But since I've been sort of doing my own games and now doing YouTube, I haven't done any of the factories. Well, we will do factories on here. Incident, sort of me saying I want to keep each one different, but the new save that is coming, I'm hoping by the time this goes out, I'm hoping that the first episode of that may have already have gone out. But if not, then the week now coming is when I'm hoping that that series will come. I'm heavily testing the map, because it's a friend has kind of looked at the map and sort of said, it's a really old map, which it is. It's from 19. It's been converted over, and he's kind of saying that 1 or 2 things are not sort of converted over to the new way, if you like, of doing things, which I'm not a map maker, so I wasn't aware of. So I'm heavily testing the map. At the moment, everything is absolutely fine. There's no issues whatsoever, and I'm really happy. But I am, as I say, I am literally throwing everything at that map to see whether it does look, or does break, or does crash, or does whatever. Because obviously, what I don't want is just us to get going and then we hit a problem. But yeah, anyway, so that's as I say, this episode done. We've lots to do. We've got the grass to cut and the hay. I don't know how depleted now the hay store. It might still be full. So it does now need filling. So it does now need grass putting in there. I think it only holds about 200,000 litres of grass anyway. So what we'll do is we'll get it cut, and then we will start collecting it, and then if that fills up, which is, that'll be okay, because we can then just switch straight over to baling it for silage, and then all the silage will go into the bale shed over there. I want to get that grass where the sugar beet is cut. There's some grass the other side of the river and one field just this side of the river that I want to get cut, and then the fields on the other side of the river, I'm going to buy the fields along there that go round to the river up there, and then they're all going to be arable, and that's all the fields then that we're going to have, because we will be able to be able to manage and and have all our resources that we will need for everything. So there's not much more in the way of land coming, and unless you guys sort of leave comments and what have you, saying, oh, buy more land, do more farming, just buy another combine or whatever, then fine, that's what we'll do. This is fairly open to you guys, making suggestions if you want to make suggestions. So yeah, but as I say, for today we're going to leave it there. There isn't much more in the way really that we're going to do off camera. I'll probably finish putting that beet up, or I might leave it for on camera, but when it's a wet day or when we don't have much to do. But like I say, priority now, get the factories in down there. We've got wool there that we can take up there. We've got eggs now. The eggs we can't necessarily do anything with at factories at the moment, but it won't be long before we start getting bakeries and sort of places like that, and then we'll be able to use the eggs to make cakes and everything else. So the eggs can sort of, for now, keep building up, because they're not gonna hurt. But yeah, no. So that's as I say, that's it for this episode. I don't know if I told you, but I've managed to get the pigs health up and up to 100%, so they're now good and doing sort of what we want them to do. So yeah, everything is at the moment looking really, really good. But if you haven't done already, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really does help. I've set myself a target of 400 subscribers for July the 1st, and we're nearly there. I think at the moment I'm on 396 at the time of recording this, so I only need 4. So if there's 4 lovely people out there that are watching this that haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Get me to the 400, another target met, and this channel is slowly growing, and we're doing well, and we're gradually getting out to new people, and that's really fantastic. Anyway, all that's left for me to say is I've really enjoyed having your company on this episode, and I really hope you join me for the next one. Bye for now.